What up, what up, what up? Appreciate everybody who been like, sharing, subscribing to my videos. Just got off work once again. And I just wanted to tell you guys, man, what should be your focus for 2026. All men, your goals for 2026. Okay? You know, I know it's always hard to keep up with, goals coming into the new year. But I'm going to tell y'all what should be your goals for 2026. These are my goals. I think some of these goals you guys can apply to your life as well. It's nothing that's too complex. I think these goals are very attainable. I'm speaking to all men, but specifically to black men. Okay? I got about 10 of them, but I'm going to break it down to my top 5. On what your goals should be as a leader in your household if you're trying to build something in 2026. Because 2026 is going to be the hardest year of your life. 2025 is already rough. I know 2026 is going to be extremely difficult for a lot of people. Okay? So I'm going to give y'all some goals. God put this on my heart to share with you guys, especially black men. Okay? Number one thing in 2026 is going to be this. I recently found out 2 of my family members have cancer. One of them is terminal cancer. Another one is breast cancer. So my number one goal for 2026 is to be healthy. I've been taking more vitamins. I've been taking more supplements. I've been taking sea moss, oregano oil, a lot of other supplements. I've been doing a bigger job of, taking care of my health. I've never been really a smoker. I drink. I'm a occasional drinker, but I never really been anybody that like drinks a lot or like drink hard liquor. You know what I'm saying? But when I go out, I do have a couple of drinks. I do like a green tea shot, and I do like a green tea liquor. I love me some green tea shots. I would drink them all day. But we got to take care of our health, y'all. If you're not healthy, don't mean nothing. I've been asking a lot of young people, what do you want for Christmas and what do you want moving into the new year? The number one thing everybody said was a lot of money. A lot of money. I asked this one young dude who worked with me at my plant, and I asked him, I said, hey man, what you really want for Christmas? He said $1 million. Now he only about, 23, 22, $1 million. $1 million ain't shit right now. You can't retire on $1 million. You know what I'm saying? It's still a lot of money. But that's the way of thinking of young people. They think money solves all problems. The number one thing in 2026, y'all, if you fat, if you overweight, get your ass up, go join a gym or something. You're not eating right, you need to start eating right if you can. You know what I'm saying? Get that health together, man. And that's a note out of my own book I really need to take. But I've been doing better. You know what I'm saying? I don't really get into the gym as much, but I work in this warehouse, so I'm always lifting stuff. It's a pretty active job. You know what I'm saying? But number one thing is take care of your health in 2026. That's my number one thing. Number 2, stay the hell out of debt. Stay the hell out of debt. I want to say something else, but I don't want this video to get banned. But stay out of debt, y'all. Stay the hell out of debt. If you can stay out of debt, that's going to solve a lot of problems. A lot of people honestly make enough money. They just in debt. They just create debt. You know, like the new Gamma Jordans just came out. Everybody in line for that shit. Like, but just a couple weeks ago, we was talking about we need more food stamps. A lot of shit was really wrong with the black community is we got a spending problem. We have no financial discipline. Excuse me. We are terrible at financial discipline. We terrible at financial discipline. You know what I'm saying? We cannot save money in the black community for shit. I think they said in the Jewish community, money rotates at least 15 times. In the black community, the black dollar stays for, I think they said 5 hours or something like that. We got to find financial discipline as black people, as black men, as men, period. Stay the hell out of debt. If you don't need that shit, leave that shit the fuck alone. Stay the fuck out of debt. Excuse my language. Stay out of debt. Number three is protect your mental health. Protect your peace. That's super important. Protect your health, man. Protect your mental health. Anybody, man or woman, that's destroying that, you know, protect that mental peace, man. Protect that mental peace. That's critical, man. That was something that, you know, I was really overlooking in my life. But now that I'm 40, man, coming home to a peaceful house is worth millions. Any man could tell you it's the worst feeling in the world to come home to somebody who doesn't give you peace. That really could be number one. Because you can't make money, you can't be healthy without, you know, having good mental health. So you got to protect your peace, protect your mental health, man. Be happy. You know, I go every 2 weeks and I go get me a massage and I go get me a pedicure. I go get my feet rubbed. I don't get my hands done. I can hear somebody in the background cracking jokes. But a woman want to rub my feet all day? Hey, you can rub my feet all day. I get the hot oil on my feet. I love getting my feet rubbed. Call me what you like. And I get me a good ass massage. No, every time I get my check, I make sure I go get my feet rubbed and I go get a massage. You know what I'm saying? That's something I do. I go spend that $100 because that's what helped me keep my peace and that's what keep me out the motherfucking street. Okay? So you got to protect that mental peace. You know, in the summer, I go down to my boat. You know, sometimes I just sit on it and I just pray and I just talk to God. And, you know, that's my peace. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you do in 2026, man, you know, some of y'all need to, you know, sometimes I used to go to church. I don't really go to church no more. Shout out to Geno Jennings, Truth of God. But I always tune into his podcast. So you got to protect your mental peace, man. You got to protect your mental peace. Number 4 is take advantage of all financial opportunities that's legal. Take advantage of all financial opportunities in 2026. We need all the money we can get in 2026. 2026 gonna be the hardest time of your life. If you can make it through 2026, you're gonna be a beast. You're gonna be a beast. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ain't gonna make it out of 2026. You're gonna have to be a beast to make it out of 2026. Okay? Take advantage of all financial opportunities that's legal. I have to say legal because I know some of y'all, you know what I'm saying, ain't gonna go there, but make sure it's legal, make sure it's clean. You don't want to do nothing that's gonna jeopardize, you know, you going to jail or something like that. I don't want to see nobody go to jail. But if it's overtime at your job, if you could buy some stocks, if you could buy some land, if you could buy something that's productive to your household, to your financial future, if you can put more money in your 401k, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that. And number 5, I was up in arms about number 5, man. But you know, this is debatable. This is debatable. You know what I'm saying? But I was really torn on the number 5, but I think it's pretty simple. Number 5, the goal for 2026 is number 5 is don't hang around people that don't share the same mind state as you. You know what I'm saying? That don't hang around people that's not trying to progress. Don't be around people who are not driven like you are. Don't hang around people that are going to tear you down. You know, don't hang around people that's always in debt. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's a reason why you'll never see a flock of eagles. You'll never see that. It's a reason for that. You know? So you gotta, millionaires only hang with millionaires. You know what I'm saying? Successful people only hang around successful people. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be around people of the same mindset as you if you're trying to go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You can't be a bottom feeder. You know, you gotta rise to the top with people who are trying to rise to the top. You know what I'm saying? You know, as much as we hate, a lot of people hate Trump and hate rich people. Rich people only hang around rich people. Even rappers only hang with other rich rappers. You know what I'm saying? So you see where it's going. Doctors hang with other doctors. You know, physicians hang with other physicians. You know, you get where I'm going? If you're a chef, you only want to be around other people that's a good chef so you can get different type of recipes. Police officers hang out with other police officers. You know what I'm saying? Firefighters want to hang around other firefighters. I'm a landscaper. Shout out to Untouchable Snow Removal, landscaping. You know, I hang around other good landscapers and businessmen. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta hang around people of the same mindset as you. Yeah, man. I hope you guys got something out of this video. I appreciate you. I love you with the strength of Christ. Let me know how you feel about this video. Let me know if you feel like I was talking real talk or was talking bullshit. You know, but I pray that this has touched you today, and I pray that you got something out of this video. And I love you with the strength of Christ. Untouchable City Prepper. Thank you.